has returned to Honduras through a deal brokered by Venezuela and Colombia between Zelaya and the current president of Honduras, Porfirio Lobo. There's been a great deal of buzz about whether his wife, Xiomara Castro de Zelaya, will run for president. During the news conference he held in his living room on Sunday, President Zelaya said, quote, "The one who is engaged in politics is the First Lady. I'm just a simple citizen." Well, we went with Zelaya on the flight from Managua to Tegucigalpa with the whole Zelaya family. On the way to the presidential palace on Saturday, the former First Lady, Xiomara Castro de Zelaya, stopped for coffee, and I asked her about the possibility of her running for president.
President Zelaya cannot run for president again, is that right?
No.
But Mrs. Zelaya, Mrs. Castro de Zelaya, you could, is that right?
Sí podría tener chance de lanzarse como candidata.
No me impide, la ley no me lo impide.
The law does not prevent me from doing that.
La ley no me lo impide, o sea, yo no tengo ningún impedimento
I do not have any obstacle in order to participate in the process. It is an electoral process.
Pero en este momento,
but at this moment,
I mean, you could run for president.
Quiere decir que usted podría lanzarse si usted quisiera. No, what I'm saying is that I do not have any obstacles.
Que la ley no me lo impide.
The law does not stop me from doing it.
So you could run for president if you chose.
O sea, si
yes.
O sea, la ley no me lo impide.
The law does not
claro.
stop me. That is very clear. The law does not stop it.
Sí
the law does stop Mel from doing that. Because the process of the same law establishes that the only one president can be president for 4 years.
You're saying that President Zelaya did not serve out his full term. Is there any kind of allowance that is made for that? Same thing happened to President Aristide in Haiti.
No, la verdad es que eso no se ha
there is
establecido.
No established procedure to make that happen.
On Sunday at the Zelaya residence, I had a chance to formally sit down with the former First Lady, Xiomara Castro de Zelaya, to ask whether she believes that those responsible for the coup should be punished. I started by asking her how she feels about being back home.
Well, I'm feeling quite content.
Todavía no estoy tan, o sea, no lo creo.
I still can't believe it.
Me parece mentira.
It feels like a dream or a lie, even.
De pensar que, pues aquí está la familia.
To think that here the family is here.
Y a veces al recorrer de una habitación a otra.
Sometimes when I go from one room to the other.
Me parece que todavía estoy yo sola.
It feels as if I'm still alone.
Y que no es realidad lo que está pasando.
And it's not reality what is happening here.
Sí.
But you do have the bullet holes in the back door.
Sí. La verdad es que
the truth is that
yo nunca me imaginé que nosotros íbamos a pasar un momento tan difícil.
I never believed that we would pass such a horrible, difficult moment.
Yo recuerdo cuando Mel gana la presidencia.
I remember when Mel won the presidency.
Que él ese día nos dijo.
That very day he told us.
Lo que viene no es fácil.
What is coming ahead is not easy.
Yo no voy a hacer lo mismo que se ha hecho siempre.
I am not going to be one of the others who have done what they always do.
Yo he llegado aquí para hacer un cambio.
I have come here to make profound and real change.
Tú sabes que nos hizo una propuesta ese mismo día que gana las elecciones.
And so that very day that he won the elections, he made a proposal to us, the family.
Y nos dijo, yo creo que es mejor que la familia se vaya al exterior.
I think it is best for the family to go into overseas.
Porque voy a tomar acciones.
Because I am actually going to take real actions that I don't want you to be implicated by.
Y la familia tomó la decisión de quedarse aquí.
And the family took the decision to stay here and to accompany him.
O sea, aún sabiendo todo este proceso que no ha sido fácil para nosotros.
Even knowing this
3 años y medio.
Having known the process of the 3.5 years previous of government that we had, even knowing all of that.
Yo estaba como advertida que no iba a ser fácil por él.
I had already been warned that it wasn't going to be
Pero
easy.
nunca me imaginé
But even under all of that, I still could not imagine that the moment would come
sacarlo de la forma como
to
lo sacaron
do what they did in taking him out of his home in the way that he did, in the way that they did,
una división tan
and to
grande
create such a division in our country
afectado
that has affected
al pueblo
especially
hondureño.
the people of Honduras.
Do you think those who fomented this coup
¿Usted cree
should be
que
punished?
los golpistas deben ser castigados?
Yo creo que hay y la misma ley lo determina.
I believe that the law itself determines what should happen.
Al perdón.
We can, in
Podemos
fact,
llegar al olvido.
we can arrive at a pardon, we can arrive at forgetting, but when there are such grievous violations of human rights, then you cannot do justice.
Y mucho más personas que han perdido de la vida
And so many have lost their lives
por reclamar su derecho
to claim for their own human rights
de libertad,
and their rights
de
for
que se les escuche.
freedom, and that they be heard.
Y ese mismo derecho que la Constitución les ha dado.
And this is the same rights that the Constitution guarantees they should have.
No soy yo para juzgar.
It's not me who is the judge.
Al contrario, uno, por lo que uno ha recibido, por lo que hemos pasado,
The opposite is more true. From what I have received and from what all we have passed,
rencores ni resentimientos.
I do not have any resentments, and I am not rancorous about any of it.
Pero si creemos en la justicia
But yes, we believe in justice,
y que la justicia debe de hacerse
and that justice
debe
should,
cumplirse
in fact, be
con
complied
aquellas
with
personas
those people
que cometieron
who committed
asesinato
assassinations
en personas
and persons
humildes,
against persons who are
personas
humble,
de diferentes sectores,
people from various sectors.
que lo que creyeron era en que estaban en la razón
And what they
y
believed
que
is
defendieron su verdad.
they were believing that they were acting according to what was their own truth.
Former First Lady of Honduras, Xiomara Castro de Zelaya, speaking from her home in Tegucigalpa. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report.